We are going to make garlic, chicken, potatoes, and green beans. And you're going to need some chicken, whatever you want to use. You're going to want to dice those up. 1.5 pounds of potatoes, some oil, garlic powder, minced garlic, some steak seasoning if you want to add that in. You don't have to. This is like my favorite though. It's so good. Some Italian seasoning, and then salt and pepper. You will also need some green beans as well, and some Parmesan cheese that will be added in later. So here in my crock pot, I'm going to go ahead and add my potatoes that I have washed and chopped up. And then I am going to add my chicken. Now I'm going to add a drizzle of olive oil. And then I'm going to add all of my seasonings, measure with your heart. Now I'm going to add a heaping spoonful of minced garlic. I added 2 actually, and then I'm going to go ahead and get this really mixed up, and then I'm going to put the lid on and cook this on low for 6 hours. Now about 30 minutes before this is completely done, I'm going to go ahead and add in my frozen green beans and give this a really good mix. Pop the lid on and let it finish cooking. Now just a couple minutes before I'm going to serve, I'm going to go ahead and add in my Parmesan cheese, and I just sprinkled some in. Add as much cheese as you want to. I gave this a really good mix, and then I added some more cheese on top, put the lid on, let it fully melt, and then I went ahead and made our bowls up. So now I'm going to go ahead and get this plated up, and this was very good. I honestly wish I added in another scoop of the minced garlic, but it was very delicious. And then I just paired it with some bread and chived butter that we had from our date night the other night, and this was absolutely delicious. Tonight we are making shrimp scampi. So you will obviously need some shrimp. This is frozen shrimp. If you can get the fresh shrimp, that would honestly probably be better. You'll need some Parmesan cheese for later when it is done. Some pasta, whatever kind of pasta you want to use. I'm using spaghetti protein pasta. Obviously that's for after this is done as well. You'll need a 1/3 cup of chicken broth. I did not get, I'm just going to use chicken bouillon, and I didn't get it down yet, but you will need a 1/3 cup of that, a lemon, half of a lemon, some garlic, minced garlic, some parsley flakes, some butter, and some olive oil as well. So now in my crock pot, I'm going to go ahead and add 1.5 pounds of shrimp, my 1/3 cup of chicken broth, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 3 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of minced garlic, 2 tablespoons of parsley flakes, and then the juice from half of a lemon. And then you are going to want to salt and pepper to taste. Now I'm going to give this a really good mix, put the lid on, and then I'm going to cook this on low for about 2 to 2.5 hours. Now this is done, and I'm going to go ahead and add in my pasta and then my Parmesan cheese. I ended up opting out of the shredded Parmesan and using the grated Parmesan. And add as much as you want to. Give this a really good mix and serve it up. This was absolutely delicious. I think Tyler liked it better with fresh shrimp, though. Of course, it would be obviously a lot better, but I loved it this way better than the last time I cooked it in the oven, actually. But again, this was very good. So I thought it'd be fun to add in me like actually trying the food in this. Let me know if you guys like this. Some people like to watch people eat, some people don't. So let me know if this is something that you actually like seeing me actually try the food. We are going to make sausage, green beans, and potatoes in the crock pot. Now, I grew up eating this meal. I don't think it was made in the crock pot though, but I like to make mine in the crock pot. And you're going to need a pound of sausage, about a pound of potatoes, whatever kind you want to use. I'm using rustic potatoes, an onion, 2 cans of green beans. If you want to use frozen green beans, you can do that. Tyler's not a fan of frozen green beans, so I'm just going to use canned. Some minced garlic, and then the seasonings that I'm going to use is some salt and pepper, Italian seasoning, onion powder, garlic powder, and some paprika. So now I'm going to go ahead and add in my sausage. I did just chop them up, and then I'm going to add in my potatoes, my onions, and my 2 cans of drained green beans. I don't know what happened to that footage, but they're in there. I added 1 heaping spoonful of minced garlic, and then all of my seasonings. Measure with your heart when it comes to the seasonings. Now, I totally forgot to mention this, but you're going to add 1 cup of chicken broth. I usually do some water, but I highly recommend the chicken broth. It just was a game changer. Now I'm going to give this a really good mix and then cook this on high for 3 hours. Now this recipe is absolutely delicious. Like I said, I grew up eating this and this never disappoints. Tyler and I absolutely love this recipe, and I actually haven't made it for a while, so it was definitely a good one to make. So if you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below for more videos like this, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.